Is this thing on? Is this thing working? Hey, everybody, how you doing? Uncle Bruce here, reporting from Rome, Italy. How you doing today? Hope all is well with you. It is Monday, October 20, and I thought I would go live very quickly this morning for a few minutes, just to say hi. That Jen and I are alive and well. There we go. We're alive and well in Rome, and shortly heading to Vienna as we are soon to wrap up our little vacation here in Europe. And I will complete my round the world trip back to Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Today, markets are speculating on what's going to happen with interest rates. The October rate decision should come through with a 1/4 point cut. That shouldn't be a surprise. The question is what's going to happen apparently in December. Will there be another one? But what I wanted to give you a heads up on just today, and many of you are aware of this, and that is that in 8 days from now, Sofi will release their financials for the third quarter. And a number of things are expected to be released. I heard the other day, I read something about the fact that it looks like now, as of now, Sofi is adding 1 million members a month to their membership numbers. So they've now hit that level of acceptance of people coming in. I did read something, and you may have heard about this yourselves already, about how you can now write options through Sofi Level 1. They've just started that, and there'll be more of that coming. So a promise kept has been delivered. The Noto did say a while back that there would be the ability to write options with Sofi's trading system. Good news there. The other thing that I did read up on, it was about last week or so, about how there was an analyst following Sofi had upgraded the stock into the 30s and basically estimated that the earnings per share that they're going to release will be 50% higher than a year ago for this quarter. Not surprised to hear this. Would not surprise me if it were double, even higher than that. The talk out there has been that Sofi will generate something like 60 cents a share profit in the year 2026. I don't think so. I think it's going to be $1 to $1.20, and 30 times earnings puts it at 30 to 36 a share. 50 times earnings, 50 to 60 a share. So 30 to 60 a share is possible for Sofi, from my personal opinion. You have yours, I have mine. Now, one more thing I want to mention, and that is yesterday I did crank out a video, a recorded video, and it mentioned that it might not be a bad idea for any of you out there who are wondering, how should I invest in Sofi? Is it too late to get in? And if I were to get into Sofi, what should I do? I, in the video, talked about the fact that you could just buy the shares of Sofi and, hey, they go up, they go up. They go down, they go down. You could buy call options on Sofi and gamble that way. Or you could write cash secured puts on Sofi, which, of course, I've been preaching now for, 3 years, 4 years. And the January 2026 contract, that's a $25 strike. That put contract would be the one for Sofi that I would look at very closely. On Friday, that particular contract closed at a price of about $280 a contract. If you take a look at this little chart here, and I'll just kind of minimize myself down to the bottom here. Up here in blue, it's $26.54. That was Friday night's close. And then go above that where it says $25. That's the $25 put that expires in January 2026. In other words, 90 days from now. It's only 3 months. 280 was the last trade for that contract. In theory, you could write that contract for 280 now, in theory. It all depends on what the stock opens at. Here's what we were doing Friday night, 26.74. You could write that contract for $2.80, bring in about 11% on your investment money as a premium, and have that sitting in your account. You can earn interest on it, and wait out the next 90 days. Now, of course, you know, and I know, if you follow me closely and you followed me for a while and you've taken the lessons that are being talked about right here on this banner, you know that if the shares go to $30 a share like they've done already, say in the next month from now, after the earnings come out next week, Tuesday morning, if the shares drift up into the 30, 31 range and hit new highs, the $25 puts will be $5, $6 out of the money. They will collapse in value and all you have to do is take a look at any contract right now that expires in January 26. That is 5 or 6 out of the money. And you can see how low it is trading for today. The same thing will happen to these 25s. Obviously, a month from now, a third of the time value will be gone. They'll only have 60 days left to live, not 90. So there'll be time shrinkage and depreciation. And of course, if there's appreciating value on the contracts, thank you very much, they will collapse into the world of nothingness. And so there's an idea. Now, many of you have written $25 put contracts already. You followed me enough to know I've been pitching that one for a while. A number of you have written January 2027 expiry contracts for $25 contracts, strike price, even $30 strike. I don't see a problem with either of those trades either. But as a matter of giving you an idea for a short-term trade, if any of you out there have never done this before and you're thinking, well, I wouldn't mind a short-term trade to take advantage of the earnings report coming up. And I believe, like Bruce does, that these shares could pop again into the 30, 35 range because of the good results. Then writing a January $25 cash secured put, which is right now out of the money, is not a bad idea. Jen is saying hi right now to all of you out there. Auntie Jen is here as she's coughing away. The good news for Auntie Jen is she's almost through a really nasty cold that she's had for the last week or so. So we're very, very happy about that. But she hates it when I'm on the air and she starts coughing. She doesn't like it. Anyway, thank you all for your support and your kind words and whatnot. Those of you who watched the video yesterday, you've noticed now the video has been removed from YouTube. Apparently, YouTube felt that I was being too promotional regarding the potential of making money in the options, and they viewed it more as a get-rich-quick scheme video rather than an investor information video. Hey, it is what it is. In any event, I do like the idea of writing cash secured puts. As you all know, you can do it on any stock you want, including GameStop, ASTS, Rocket Lab, and so on. And there have been many examples of you out there who have written a lot of cash secured puts in the last 3-4 years and have done extremely well. And I congratulate you all for your success and keeping up the good work. Thank you, Stock Jockey, for saying hi. Welcome to the party, pal. Awesome is here. Wing Commander is in the house. How you doing, pal? Tom is here. Wing Commander, giddy up. Weber Day is here. Good morning. Traveling Rodent is in the house from Dortmund. How you doing, guys? Here it's 10:56 in the morning in Rome, Italy. So it's what, 3 in the morning in New York, or Calgary, I guess, 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning in New York. So for some of you in the U.S., it's quite early. Welcome all, for those of you joining me live. Ryan Cohen interviewed today, apparently. Well, that could be good. Gerardo Alvarez, good morning, Uncle Bruce. Mr. P, good morning. Entertainment International, better off doing the 26 for 328 would give you a 2372 buy price. Look, you can write 25s, 26s, 27s, 28s, 29s, 30s. You choose the contract strike price you want. You choose the amount of capital you can bring in. I totally agree with you all on any of those strategies that you want to employ. Cannot argue, any way you want to take advantage of the option premiums. You want to write till Jan 27 even. you'll bring in $6-7 a contract or more. More power to you. Christopher, why not just sell Jan 27s? Entertainment International, 2268. Interesting. HM, it's currently 4:55 here in the USA. Good morning, all of you in America. Bill, Saltwater Heaven, hello there. And Waverly is saying hi. Good morning to you. Sheepy is here. Good morning. Traveling rodent, Uncle Bruce, how is it in Italy? And Sheepy, what's your advice on the GameStop warrants, sell or wait? First of all, Rome is great. Unfortunately, Jen is under the weather, and we really have only had one full day of sightseeing here. And our flight leaves today for Vienna, and so we'll be in Vienna for a week. We are very hopeful that Jen is over the worst of it, and that in the next day or two she'll be 100%, and we will check the sites out in Vienna. As far as GameStop warrants are concerned, I'm very optimistic about GameStop. I am very eager to see the numbers coming out on GameStop, which will be another 5-6 weeks before we get those. As a matter of fact, this being the 20th of October, the earnings, the end of the quarter for Sofi will be for GameStop will be end of this month. So the end of this month will be the end of the third quarter for GameStop. We won't get their financials until the first week of December. I'm going to guess 5 weeks after their earnings are done. They come around to telling us how they're doing. So we'll have to wait a while yet. This interview today with Mr. Cohen, boy, I would love to see that be positively picked up. That would be fine by this old man. Let me tell you, that would be super. I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll see. I'm trying to get you a pre-market quote, and I'm having difficulty digging one up at the moment. You'll have to probably do this on your own, especially those of you who are not watching me live right now. You're watching me on a rerun this morning, but I'm trying to have my phone here give me quotes. I'm kind of curious whether or not we have any pre-market action showing, and I can't get my phone to even work. So if GameStop is up this morning, or SoFi is up this morning, or down this morning, I don't know. Market Watch seems to be down, not only for me, but for apparently all of you. So on the GameStop warrants, look, I wouldn't be too concerned about them right now. They are trading. Last I saw, they're trading $2.99, something like that. Kind of interesting to see what they do, but the shares will have to rise a little bit for them to really get going. But I expect the shares of GameStop to go higher. That's my personal opinion. Traveling rodent, is Anti-Jen not doing well? Honestly, with the weather, even I was ill for a day with a fever. Yeah, Jen has got herself a nasty little cold, chest cold, really. Apparently, a lot of Amazon-based services are not working, says Waverly. A lot of internet down at the moment, says Tom. And when Market Watch is down, I go to Yahoo Finance, and there you have it. Again, I don't know where we're at quote-wise. All in all, I do see the closing quotes for SoFi 2654, and I do see a pre-market quote price of 27.13, up 59 cents this morning on SoFi, and on GameStop I'm seeing a 17-cent gain at 23.25 at the moment on Yahoo Finance. So those of you who can't get any quotes on Market Watch, you may want to check through Yahoo Finance to see what's going on. But obviously something is not working out there internet-wise. There's Waverly saying Yahoo is working. So good news, and I'm glad to see it. Hey, look, go SoFi, go is what I say. Go GameStop, go ASTS, AI, Unity, Rocket Lab, and a whole bunch of others. Those of you writing cash secured puts are living the dream, bringing in the premium and saying, thank you, sir. May I have another. Beach Boy is saying Gesundheit, Jen. There you go. And Jen says thank you. Thank you, Beach Boy, she says. There you go. There's the story, and we're sticking to it. Anyway, there it is. Just thought I'd pop in and say hi to everybody. We're alive and well. We went on a 12-day cruise in the Mediterranean that ended a little while ago, about 5 days ago. And we've been mourning the passing of that cruise now since we've been here, because it's just not the same when you're in a hotel compared to a nice cruise ship. But we're doing all right, and we're getting ready to close out our trip here for the last 10 days before we get back to Canada. Mark, what are your thoughts on the gold price spiking? To me, this is sort of it's sort of like reading a poll. Gold, when gold goes up, things aren't good. Uh, Gold doesn't go up because the economy's great. Gold does not go up when everything is just working out. Gold goes up when things are not working out very well, or the perception of the economy for the next 3 to 6 months to a year does not look very good, and investors would rather pour their money into gold and protect themselves than be exposed to a currency or to a bond or to any other investment. This is bad. So the higher gold goes, the worse it actually is being perceived to be by independent people who are going to, invest in gold as a way to protect the way they think they can protect their capital. So they're not buying U.S. dollar. They're not jumping into U.S. bonds. They're buying into gold. Now it's 4,000 something an ounce. Wow, that is crazy. But I also will say that inflation adjusted pricing for gold, it is still at record highs. I always hear these stories about, well, Bruce, if you took the price of gold in 1970, 71 and compared it to today, oh my, what a difference. Well, yeah, a Ford pickup truck in 1971 was $2,300, $1,800, and a Ford pickup truck today can go as high as $100,000. Um, your parents' house or grandparents' house in 1970 versus the same house today. Yeah, do the math, right? I know my father bought a house in 1968, 67 for $30,000, and he sold it for something like $88,000. Years and years later, we thought, wow, he made a killing on that. My mom and dad really did well on the house. That house today is $700,000. So from the '60s to the '80s to the 2020s, do the math. It's insane. Gold has obviously gone up with inflation, but admittedly is higher now than probably in its all-time record. And there is that. Uh, Rodent TV is saying, I have sometimes a feeling that MarketWatch is asking for a subscription payment. Yahoo, after a while, has some glitches. I'm going to have to find my favorite stocks again for the next few weeks and months. Same with MarketWatch. Wayne Commander sending us a donation. Well, we welcome these. 11.99 euros. Thank you. Good to see you again. We missed you. I appreciate that very much, Wayne Commander. Any of you out there who've been making donations to us through PayPal and through Super Chats, we love you, and we do appreciate it. We had a viewer the other day send us a donation on PayPal because they had asked me some questions on my email, and I was able to get back to them with a couple of rollover strategies, and then they made a donation through PayPal to us and said, here's some room service money, and it worked out because we had ordered room service because Jen wasn't feeling too well, and that covered the tab. It was just the luck of the way it worked out. So thank you all who are making donations to our behalf. The road is not a cheap place to hang out, but it's been interesting. It's been unique. We loved the cruise with all the various stops, which included Istanbul at the end. And Rome has been interesting. Now we're going back to Vienna. We've been to Vienna twice before in the last few years. And then ultimately we work our way to Amsterdam and fly back to Canada. So thank you all for your kind wishes and best wishes along the way. Mark, thanks for your answer. Enjoy the well-deserved holiday. Indeed. We are looking forward to getting home in certain ways. And in certain ways, we're not looking forward to getting home. Our daughter is praising us and keeping us updated on how cool the temperatures are starting to become in Calgary. into the 30s in the evenings and 40s during the days, maybe the 50s. Summer's over in Calgary, and down we go into the winter weather. Obviously, we'll be there for November, which we were last year, and December as well. So, we'll adapt. We have underground heated parking for the car, so we're gonna be okay. There you go. Do you have a longer visit in Amsterdam, or maybe a day in Dortmund? No, we don't. We're not. We're not doing that. We're basically coming into Amsterdam in an afternoon and flying out really the next morning. So we're just quote transiting through as we're packing up and heading back to Canada at the end of this little break. And so we haven't really done much in the way of meet and greets or anything like that. Not planning any this time around. There you have it. Well, that's the story. I'm sticking to it. Let's see what happens here. Go GameStop. Go Sofi. We're up 62 right now on Sofi at 27.16, according to Yahoo Finance, and we're up 17 cents on GameStop. The triple Qs are up 227 to 606. I've got Rocket Lab showing at 68.80, up 253 in the pre-market. Let's see, ASTS at 86.91, up 342. ASTS topped out at 102.79. Any of you out there who've been writing cash secured puts on ASTS, you've been just raking in the money. Same with Rocket Lab. Rollover and rolling up to higher strikes. The way to go, baby. Easy money on those, absolutely. And congratulations to all of you who have been enjoying the upside on a number of these different stocks. AI is sitting at 17.94, up 23 cents. Super Microcomputer, SMCI, 52.84, up 66 cents this morning. In the pre-market, that's all I'm looking at here. I can't tell you much more than that at this time. There you have it, folks. A little hi, how are you from Rome? And we'll see you next time from Vienna. Look forward to popping up something to you there. Let's see, what day are you in Amsterdam? Oh, we are flying out, was it the 31st? We're flying out. Yeah, we're in and out of there. Okay, then it's stressful. You don't have a few days there. It's okay. Wishing you always safe travels. Thank you. Sean, buongiorno, Bruce. Hope you're loving life in Europe. Love from Scotland. Thank you all very much. We've enjoyed this trip. I just popped the video up on my Traveling with Bruce channel, TWB. If you check it out, it's all about our cruise we did to Norway on the P&O Iona ship, and I wasn't very flattering on that video. We hated it. We liked the ship. We loved Norway, but we didn't like the cruise, and we were very disappointed with how we were assigned a garbage cabin, bottom line, crap cabin on that ship. Check it out, and if you do check that video out, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button for it, and on this show right here, on this one right now, hit the thumbs up button for me, and give this show a little bit of momentum on YouTube. As I may have mentioned earlier, I did a video yesterday on YouTube about writing cash secured puts, but the YouTube people determined that the video was too, is it promotional is the word, against their guidelines, and they killed it. They killed. I've never had this happen on this channel before. They killed the video, and so now you can't see it anymore. And I was a bit disappointed in that, because a guy's opinion is a guy's opinion. But apparently it's against their guidelines. So be careful, is what Jen is saying. Don't get too angry at YouTube. But anyway, thank you for those of you hitting the thumbs up button on this show and on my other channel if you get a chance. Okay, guys? All right, there it is. I think we're going to call it a morning and let you guys who need to sleep get back to sleep. And Jen and I will finish our packing here in Rome and get ready to head off towards Vienna. Again, thank you again, all of you who just are popping in unannounced this morning. You had no idea that I was going live. It's all good. Yeah, you can probably appeal. Tried that, denied. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, completely gone. We fight that video's gone. There you go. Likely an AI strike. There you have it. They said it's just a warning, not a strike. But what are you gonna do? It is what it is. All right, kids. Thank you for joining me today. Have a great day today. Get richer. 8 days from now, Sofi will be talking to you between now and then. And we'll keep an eye, of course, on the SoFi earnings next week, Tuesday morning, pre-market, and we'll see how it all works out. Okay, guys. Thank you again, and take care. We'll see you next time. This is Bruce and Auntie Jen saying bye. She can't talk. Bye.